going on YouTube? This is J-Ro here, taking you to my Cosmic Crucible round 2. We were going against Praetorian here. I won the match. As you can see, I also won against King Reaper here. But Praetorian is kind of a big guy. He has 326 million TCP, where I have a little less. I have 242,000 million TCP here. So let's see how it went. My first attack was room 1. Basically my favorite Blastaar comp. I forgot here to take the strikers of Ares and Mephisto. So they took a bit of health only due to the Omega Red passive. So let's just watch this one. So we start here with the Kahh, getting off the Taunt of Gladiator. So the assist takes off the defense up here. Then I wanted to kill the scroll as fast as possible. You already see my Mephisto and Ares are kinda dead already, except for the death proofs they have. Mephisto basic pact on the Omega Red Phoenix Force. When they die, they won't revive here because Mephisto is on the board, but you see each turn they will lose a death proof because of Omega Red's passive, so I wanted to get him off the board here. I realized that mid-game, so I left the Cess alone for a bit. So Cess is now going. Luckily he can rewound them because of the Mephisto pact. I had to kill Saskia as quick as possible still, because he can pop off really quickly if you leave him alone here, because I don't have a speed bar stopper. And then it was quite easy. Here's the bomb burst, and then I paused the game. So that was room 1. Then we're heading over to room number 2. And room number 2 was basically Starjammers versus the Night Stalkers with Mephisto. Pretty straightforward matchup. Took some damage, but yeah, nothing really happens here. I think the damage was from the Agatha ult. Furthermore, it was easy. So this is from the Havok ult, and I decided to ult these 3 for ability block. Then on to killing Mephisto here. Ult on the Agatha. You see here, she didn't do much damage, so I had to be careful here to not get a lot of damage in here. This is just the basics, so basically no health, but here's the Agatha ult. She took kind of a chunk, and also the man thing is ulting here, and he takes another chunk of health off. So I lost a bit of efficiency here, but there was 0 chance the Night Stalkers would win here. I think this was it. Yep. So next one is room 3. Room 3 was kind of buggy. This is King Reaper. Let's go back to Praetorian. Room 3. I did a stack here, and the stack caused them to use all their ults. So Franklin used their ult, Nightcrawler used his special, X used his special, and these 2 did their ult. So basically they did all their initial attacks. I didn't know the bug was happening here, but it did. The bug is that all characters here spread their positive effects to adjacent allies when they take a turn. So basically Nightcrawler spawns in with speed up. When he goes first, he went first against this team, he will spread the speed up to the adjacent allies, and in this case that was Franklin and Reed Richards here, because Franklin and Reed were next to Nightcrawler here. Then I was deciding to get in with the Immortal X-Men, but I figured Nightcrawler was still ulting, and his ult will give X a speed up. So when I took Immortal X-Men for a second attempt here, X would do his ult before my Immortal X-Men would go. So I decided to take another stack, basically pulling all their abilities, the ult, the specials from them, and I also think I pulled the ult from X here. So in this round, you see Storm and Jean still took quite a hit. It was all due to the mind controls. They were all on basics here, and we can watch what happens here. And I can tell you why Jean and Storm took a chunk of health here. So Invisible Woman is going first here, and let's see, because she had stealth, she gave the stealth to Franklin and X here as well, because she spreads her buffs to adjacent allies, which is a bug because the room rule says the legend characters do that. She's not a legendary character. So next up was Franklin, also a basic. Next was Nightcrawler, also a basic. Reed with a basic here. All kind of nothing. But because of the stealth Invisible Woman gave to her adjacent allies, X was still into stealth, so Storm couldn't stun the X here. So what happened was Storm took a turn and she did this damage to Jean. Jean also took a bit of more damage here, I see now. Not sure why. Was it because of the bleeds, maybe? Pretty weird. So Jean attacked Storm. Storm lost a bit of health here. Jean specials. And then Storm also took a chunk of health here. That's weird. Maybe it's involved with the room 6 bug as well here. I don't get why they also take another chunk of health. Looks like the same bug as room 6 now, I see. But I'm not sure what happened here. But I decided because of the mind controls I had to kill the X here as fast as possible. Which I did, so no more mind controls on them. They barely survived here. I'm not sure if I could make it with just Rachel, Boris, and a Cable here. And then Storm hit their ult and play. It's pretty weird that they took a chunk of extra damage there. It's basically the same thing that happens into room 6 right now. So maybe it has to do with the X or the X mind controls. I don't know. So my fourth stage was I tried Captain Britain to block all of these, other than the minus 10% speed from Emma. Azazel didn't get his turn bar here, as did the Shadow King. I nearly got it, but I'm not sure which two were left, but they started ulting and they started reviving each other, so Night Stalkers didn't work here. I didn't have enough damage, and mainly because of him here. Praetorian had 3 diamond Shaw already. Also, what's happening here, it's pretty funny, but the Madeline passive says when some of the Hellfire drops below 50%, she will mind control the strongest character on the team, and he will basic it to one of your characters. So what happened here was Madeline mind controlled Shaw because he was the biggest damage dealer, and Shaw did a basic to my characters. Now Shaw's basic has a stun, so each time Shaw hit one of my characters, they got stunned here. It also happens in this matchup, you will see, but it was a pretty clean up with the Cabal here. So you'll see what's happening. The Madeline here is already below 50%. So if I attack someone, I think she is already mind controlling here. Or do I need to target the character? I think I need to target the character. So Ultimus goes here, basically dropping him below 50%. This is the passive from Madeline. mind controlling shot, and he stuns my ultimate. Now, it happened twice, not sure why, because M also attacked someone. So Patriot is going, also dropping some below 50%. So again, Madeline's passive, mind control to Shaw attack my Patriot. He's also stunned here, so that's how that works. This was also basic from him because he took his record that turn. He was ability blocked, so another basic into my leader. He also got stunned here, but then it was kind of over because Madeline and Shaw died here, and Kang was next with his oath. I think he killed her here. Yes, he did. So juicy defense, but you have to have 3 diamonds Shaw to surpass the damage of Shadow King. So room 5, I took quite a bit of damage because the Sentinel got his taunt back up, so that was a bit of a nasty play here. If my enemy does the VIGI into this room, they all got a 66 or higher efficiency, but I got a 56, I believe. Let's see what happens here. So they all take their initial turns until Sable goes and strips all their buffs, which she does, but then Sentinel went, and when Sentinel takes a turn, he gets taunt, so he gained his taunt here, and basically I got stuck on his taunt here. I decided to special here with Hitmonkey to spread the damage, but I guess the oath was more damage here. They were also blocking his special, it seems, so not sure what happened there. But it took me a while to get through the taunts, and then Black Knight got a turn back up again, and he taunted again. So I was stuck for a while. You see, I took 27 turns here. Not just me, but there were 27 turns here in total. Eventually I got through. It also got a bit dicey when my Daredevil got low, because he will get low in a second here. Just keep clicking here because it takes a while. So at this point I was kind of afraid my Daredevil wouldn't survive all, and I was stuck on the Black Knight. Daredevil survived. He also couldn't heal up because of the heal block and trauma here, as goes for the other characters. So it's basically turn after turn where I was stuck behind someone. And each time the Black Knight is taking his turn here. There's some potential for this room to make this slightly better with positioning, because if the Sentinel was on the other place, I definitely wouldn't have so much damage into the Black Knight early on, I think. So maybe spread them if you want to run this defense. This was the tipping point here. I basically killed all but the Sentinels, the real Sentinel, and a bot here. That was it. So it's a rough room, but yeah, not sure what happened there, but if my opponents play it, maybe they play it a bit smoother or smarter, but they all got better results, because I ran this room here against Commander around 1, and I believe he did a... Oh, he just started. No, it's not the room. No, I hadn't had... Did I have the room here? Nope, I had I did run the room for round 3, but that's for tomorrow's video. I will show you tomorrow's video. So the last attack... Nope, clicked. The last attack was the Accursed versus Star Gems. Star Gems are actually good in this room because of the perma damage. I took a bit of damage here. It's definitely... You know the Accursed are winning this matchup, for sure, but 64 is quite low in this matchup. Because they should easily get 69 or 70 even. So what happens here is the perma damage, so they can't heal back up. You see the double damage from the room 6 bug, which also happened for be in room 3 somehow. But perma damage, yeah, you can't heal perma damage, so that was the damage they took here. They all took a chunk, and because it was doubled, the chunk stayed for a while. I think it was the Tana special, which healed me back up here. Oh, it's suppressive. Okay. So, be careful into room 6. Also be careful into room 3. Let's see what my opponent did and why I got the victory. This is King Reaper again, sorry. Praetorian. He did, well, let's show my room 3 first, because he... Did I have him at 6 here? I had him at 6 here, I think. He basically went in with a stack, then another stack. The Immortal X-Men didn't took a turn here. They destroyed the Immortal X-Men here because of the room bugs. Too much damage. They just fell over. And then he combat cancelled this to keep the Odin, keep the Quasar here, keep the MM. So he failed to clean up here. Maybe if he used another sec and then went in with Immortal X-Men, he would have got it, but this room is just too buggy. Then he had a lot of offense left, of course. He did VIGI my room 1. He could do that because, it's basically, she's one-shotting all of my stuff here. He even one-shot my Thanos, I believe, here with his stable ult. Room 2, pretty straightforward counter. It's the Illuminati, they do very well into Apoc Orchis. Room 3, I think he did this room last. He didn't have the speed bar stopper, and here it's room 3. All of the characters are sharing their buffs to the adjacent allies when they take a turn. So they had a lot of buffs here. They already have a lot of buffs on spawn, but they keep giving the buffs to each other. So that's what happened here. Eventually Odin pulls through, of course, but they took a bit of efficiency hit here. It's not a good room because if he had, let's say if he used the Odin in room 6 with a comp and it did work out, he had Iron Immortal X, so wouldn't work. Room 4, it's the Blastaar room. Red Hulk, specialing here to speed up the APOC. Pretty easy, straightforward. Also my Shaw is just 3 red instead of 3 diamonds here. Stage 5 occurs into Odin, Phoenix versus BK. Also straightforward, but they take turns and he paused on Phoenix, so I'm pretty happy with this score if they come in with the first here. Then the stage 6 he failed. So yeah, good game Praetorian. Sorry the bugs kind of ruined your game, kind of ruined my game as well against you, because I was not happy with the Immortal X-Men into your room 3. You see here the King Reaper score. It's for tomorrow, I'll show you in another video. But King Reaper also had problems with the same bugs into room 3. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope to see you on twitch.tv/jro_MSF. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'm streaming on Fridays and Saturdays. If not, you can always check out my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the channel to get the videos or get the messages that I uploaded a new video. And share it to your friends, to your Discord, and see you next time. Bye bye.